Hi, welcome back to the F Coach Culinary Canvas. Today, my mission is to show you to make a humble vegetable as the star dish. Today, the vegetable we're going to make is the cauliflower. Cauliflower is actually a very underrated vegetable for the amount of nutrients that that simple vegetable has. Today, the dish that we're going to make, it's the whole roast cauliflower. It's going to be the star of the show, or you can call it the showstopper. I'm going to quickly take you through the ingredients that are needed to make this dish. You'll actually see how simple it is, and it's going to taste absolutely delicious. So let's get started. I'm going to quickly take you through the ingredients that are needed. The dish has a humble cauliflower, and as mentioned, it's a whole roast cauliflower. So we're not going to trim it or anything. We're going to take a nice, good medium-sized cauliflower, keep it whole. If your oven is pretty small and you cannot put a whole cauliflower in, you can always break it down into florets. We're going to use a couple of spices on this. I've got some cinnamon in here, some paprika. I've got cayenne pepper for the heat, some freshly ground cumin. We'll, of course, season it with some salt, and I prefer to use Himalayan pink salt. It's got more nutrients and more minerals in them. Some pomegranate molasses. Of course, I've got some pomegranate seeds for garnish, and we'll be using a cup of Greek yogurt as the base. Just a little bit of lemon and dill for the yogurt, and of course, olive oil. Yeah. Simple ingredients, not too much complications. Let's start making the dish. We're going to start by putting a pot of water to boil. I've actually already done that. To this, I'm going to add some salt to season the water. Yeah, not too much, just because we're gonna simmer the cauliflower in this. Just parboil it, just about 5 to 6 minutes, not too long, so that it actually opens up a little bit better, and then the spices go in better into the cauliflower when we roast it. Water is already boiling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly drop the cauliflower. I don't want to burn my hands. So what I'm going to do is, right there. Now my cauliflower is not fully in. It's just about 3/4 submerged. So I would actually put it about 3 minutes one side and flip it and do remaining 2 minutes on the other side, just to ensure that the whole cauliflower is parboiled. While the cauliflower is boiling, let's get the spice mix ready. Now into a bowl, I'm going to add the cinnamon, some paprika for the color, cayenne pepper for the heat, cumin. I love cumin with cauliflower. It tastes absolutely delicious. And some salt. Yeah, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some olive oil just to make it into a paste, and which we're going to apply on top of the cauliflower once it's out. Mix it all. Yeah. It's a nice spice mix that we have ready, and we'll now wait for the cauliflower to get done. Now we've done the cauliflower is actually done 3 minutes in the water. What I'm going to do is quickly flip the cauliflower over. You can see that the cauliflower has already started to become soft on one side. I'm going to flip so that the base, which is slightly more tough, it takes about 2.5 minutes for it to cook on the other side. While the cauliflower is cooking on the other side, we're going to quickly make the base for this dish. Into a bowl, I'm going to add a cup of Greek yogurt in here. Greek yogurt is, again, very high in protein, is very healthy. Yeah, so we got a cup of Greek yogurt in here. Into this, I'm going to add the zest of 1 lemon. So I've got a fine zester. I'm going to just take the rind of the lemon. Lemon rind actually has oil, all the lemon oil, so it makes the dish very fragrant and fresh. Actually, the lemons that I'm using are called the Mayer lemons. They are much more sweeter and lighter than a regular lemon, and in fact you can actually eat the whole rind. So there are salads that I make where I actually just cut up pieces of the whole lemon and I throw them in. Okay. We're done with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just season it with a pinch of salt. Yeah. We're done with this. I'm just going to season it with a pinch of salt and mix it up. Yeah, that's it. That's the base that we're going to use for the cauliflower. This can go into the fridge now and sit while the cauliflower gets ready. Okay, now our cauliflower is done about 5 to 6 minutes in the water and it's kind of become soft. What we're going to do is I'm going to take this cauliflower out and I'm going to put it on a tray. What I've done is I have lined the tray with a little bit of foil so that any drippings or anything that comes out doesn't fall on the tray and starts burning. And you can actually clean your pan more easier. Just a simple tip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the cauliflower right in the center of the pan. It's like nice and soft and it's already looking very nice. To this, we've got the spice mix which we had made. I'm just using a silicone brush and I'm going to brush this spice mix all over the cauliflower. Now imagine what it's going to taste like once it gets roasted. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to try opening up a little and brush inside, trying to reach the grooves of the cauliflower. We'll do one more while it's inside the oven. Once it's opened up a little bit more, we'll use the little bit of the marination of the oil again on top. Now we've covered the whole top. What we're going to do is we're going to put this in an oven for about 40 minutes at about 180 degrees. When it's done about 20 minutes in the oven, we're going to take it out. We're going to rebrush it with the remaining oil and spices and put that back, and it's ready after the remaining 20 minutes. Timer on for 40 minutes. Now that we've done 20 minutes, or not me, the cauliflower's done 20 minutes in the oven, we're going to take it off and baste it. Now we're just going to use the remaining spice oil that we had, and we're going to do one more layer of basting on that. Okay. And into the oven again for 20 minutes. My kitchen is smelling absolutely wonderful. The cauliflower is actually done 40 minutes in the oven. Time to take it out. Got my little crockies in here. There you go. Check that out. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Okay. The star of the dish is ready. Let's plate it. this is a showstopper. It needs a showstopper platter. Yeah. We're going to get the yogurt that we had made ready before with the lemon zest. That's going to go in the base. Just spread that across. Right in the center. Now that the cauliflower is plated, it's time to dress it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some herbs. I personally prefer dill because it's delicate and it goes very well with yogurt. You could choose mint or parsley or whatever is choice of your herb that you like. You can put that. I'm going to use dill, as I said. I'm going to finely chop up. Now that the dill's chopped up, I'll take up some of the dill. I'm going to sprinkle it on. I'll check out the colors. The greens popping out against the white and the brown and the reds of the cauliflower. More color. We're going to add some pomegranate seeds. It's like little mini jewels, right, on a crown. I'm using pomegranate molasses. I love the sweetness of this, and it adds on, it brings in a different flavor of depth with the spice, the tanginess. The little bit of sweetness also goes very well. Plus, makes the dish look very, very beautiful. Last but not the least is a little bit of chili oil. And there you go. It's the most beautiful and delicious, tastiest piece of cauliflower you're gonna ever have. Make sure you make this for your friends and they're gonna love it.